My name is Laura, I'm 28 years old, I live outside of Reims, I work in the entertainment world and I'm currently assistant director on a show and voice teacher at a music school. Today the message that I would like to pass on is when you gain weight and you go through difficult things in life, you always feel like you'll never be able to get out of this cycle. I know that very often when I'm upset or when things aren't going well, I eat, so I tend to comfort myself with food. So my body has suffered and my health really has too. And what's important to know is that yes, you can get out of it, you can succeed. Things are not always insurmountable, even if they seem to be. What's really important at first is to have a good support system for this kind of experience, let's say, and for self-improvement. So I wanted to talk about Brulafine and C-Konjac because both have been really helpful in my weight loss. One burns fat, one suppresses hunger, so they complement each other perfectly for that. And it helped me a lot. Something clicked during the March 2020 lockdown, and I lost 23 kilos in 4 months. I was sporty when I was younger. I rode horses for 20 years. I did dance. But I was at 71 kilos for 1 meter 68. It wasn't always what I wanted. So I already had this little problem at the beginning. Then I had a very difficult breakup when I was 20 years old. That, combined with other little problems, studies in which I didn't necessarily feel good, etc. Then you wake up one day and you gain 20 kilos, and you think you can't carry on like that. After my vocational training, which wasn't for me either, I decided to go to a musical theatre school in Paris. For me, it was important to feel good about what I was doing before I could feel good about my body and in my everyday life. At this school, I had dance classes for 15 hours a week. Obviously, at that pace and working out more, I lost some weight. I lost 10 kilos during the musical theatre school, except that when you stop doing 15 hours of dance a week and you get back to a slower pace, I guess you could say you still eat the same. There is an imbalance when you come out. And after school, after losing 10 kilos, I put some back on. So there you have it. I kept yo-yoing and fluctuating. So it was complicated. I gained weight, I lost weight, and that was it. The real turning point was during the March 2020 lockdown. When we found out about lockdown, I said, okay, either I stop everything and I'll get bored and I'll eat and I'll gain weight again because I tend to compensate when I'm not doing well or bored, or I counterbalance and I say to myself, I'm big given this time to take care of myself. So I said to myself, it's now or never. I thought, come on, let's go. I have to take care of myself and my health because other than the fact that I didn't necessarily like the way I looked, I also had a lot of health problems gaining weight, and I didn't want that at all. So I actually came across an ad for Brulafine and C-Konjac. It was Cyrielle, a young woman who shared her weight loss story. I liked it right away, and I looked into the products. What I liked even more was the minimalist composition. It's 100% natural, and the ingredients are safe. In fact, it's really good because they're based on 2 key weight loss factors, namely eating less and burning calories, burning fat. The majority of customer reviews are very positive, so I thought it was really important to have these opinions in order to make my decision. I placed an order for the products and I was in close contact with a friend of mine who is a personal trainer, and he helped me rebalance my diet and workout sessions because it was hard to motivate myself to start working out again, to say, okay, today I have to do it. And during lockdown, you're stuck. You can't be with anyone. So he called me every other day to do my workout. At first, I won't hide it, it wasn't necessarily the easiest thing, but at some point I started looking forward to it every day, when he would call me because it made me feel good, both to eat well and to work out. I was feeling better and better. I found that all my efforts were rewarded much more quickly than anything I had done before, just by eating right and exercising. In the long run, it did work. But it was a lot of effort. It was very complicated, whereas with these supplements, it was much quicker and much easier. I have lost weight. I'm still losing weight because I still want to feel good about myself and to continue the work I've done and not waste it. So I've kept up rebalancing my diet. I still do just as much exercise because I've decided that bad habits can become entrenched, but we have to establish good habits and stick with them. And of course, like everyone else, losing morale can happen. Losing the motivation sometimes to work out, saying to yourself, oh, I have to work out, I have to eat right, etc. We put so much pressure on ourselves today regarding our diet. I have to weigh X, I have to be white, to be normal. So I decided to accept that I could have lapses from time to time. So I finished my treatment, but I still have some C-conjac supplements. And sometimes when I have just a little bit of a drop in motivation or a drop in morale, I take a supplement to continue to help me and not give up and stay the course on all the efforts I've made over several months. Today I'm very satisfied because I managed to get to a point where I feel good about my body. We all have an ideal weight that we'd like to be at, that we'd like to reach, but I've accepted today that it's not necessarily your weight that's important in the end, but the body you're in, that you live with all the time, and that it's okay if we're just fine the way we are. We don't need to say to ourselves, oh my, I'm not 62 kilos or I'm not 55 kilos, it doesn't matter. And even though I'm still losing weight, because I want to continue to do that to feel better, I don't put pressure on myself. I tell myself that I'm at my own pace, it's fine. If I lose another 1, 2, or 3 kilos, but it lasts, it doesn't matter. It'll take the time it should, and that's what's important, accepting that it's not immediate and that it doesn't matter if your neighbor loses 3 kilos in 2 days and you lose 3 kilos in a week. I would gladly recommend these products because they really changed my life a lot. And I sincerely encourage people who don't know where to start, who don't know what to do to get back in shape and lose weight, etc., to go for this program, because this, coupled with a healthy lifestyle, it works really well. So I say it today, I'm very proud to have lost this weight. I feel good about my body, and in the end, that's all that matters. So thank you very much, Castellis.